Before we begin, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. It really helps support more powerful stories like this. Now, let me tell you what happened. 12 years of being the family disappointment ended with one quiet sentence and a room full of stunned faces. My name is Marcus Hale. I was 19 when my parents sat me down at the kitchen table and said the words that still echo sometimes. We can't keep supporting someone who refuses to grow up. Pack your things, you're not welcome here anymore. The reason? I had dropped out of the pre-med track they'd chosen for me since I was 12. I wanted to pursue graphic design, something unstable, something risky, something that would never make them proud. My older brother Ethan was the golden child, top of his class, medical school bound, the one who never questioned the plan. So when I chose art school over their vision, they chose to cut me off completely. No calls, no birthday cards, no "we miss you," just silence. I showed up to Ethan's wedding anyway. He reached out 6 months earlier, voice shaking on the phone. "Marcus, please come. I want my brother there. Dad's different now. He's asked about you." I didn't believe it, but I went for Ethan. Not for redemption, not for them. The venue was stunning, a sprawling vineyard estate, fairy lights everywhere, the kind of place that screams, "We have money and taste." I wore a simple black suit I'd bought myself, nothing flashy. As I walked through the entrance, heads turned, whispers followed. Then my father's voice, sharp as ever, carried over the soft jazz. Well, look who decided to grace us with his presence. He stood near the bar, glass in hand, wearing the same disapproving frown I'd last seen 12 years ago. Still chasing dreams that don't pay the bills, I assume? Guests nearby shifted uncomfortably. Ethan looked mortified from across the room. I felt the old instinct kick in, shrink, apologize, disappear. But 12 years is a long time to practice standing tall. I met his eyes calmly. "I'm doing okay, Dad. Congratulations on the wedding." He laughed, that short, cutting bark that used to make me flinch. "Okay, that's generous. Last I heard, you were freelancing in some basement apartment. Must be hard watching your brother actually succeed." I didn't answer. I just walked away, found my seat near the back, and focused on my little brother who was beaming at his fiancée like she hung the moon. The ceremony was perfect. Vows were exchanged, rings slid on, everyone clapped. Then came the reception speeches. My father went first. He stood at the microphone, voice thick with emotion. "Raising Ethan has been the greatest honor of my life. A son who listened, who worked hard, who made us proud every single day. This is what family looks like: success, loyalty, legacy." His gaze slid toward me for a half second, the message clear: "You were never part of this." Then the bride took the mic. She was radiant in white, but her eyes were steady, serious. She looked straight at me before she spoke. "Before we eat, there's something I need to say." The room quieted. Many of you know Ethan as the brilliant doctor-to-be. What you might not know is that the reason he could finish medical school without drowning in debt was because of his brother. A murmur rippled through the crowd. My father's froze. Sophia continued, voice clear and unwavering. "When Ethan was in his 3rd year and our loans were crushing him, Marcus sent him money every month, quietly. No questions, no lectures. He paid for textbooks, rent, even part of Ethan's board exams. Marcus never told anyone. He just helped." Ethan wiped his eyes. I stared at the tablecloth, throat tight. "But it gets better," Sophia said, turning toward my parents. "Marcus didn't just scrape by. He built something. That little freelance work Dad mentioned, it grew into HALE Creative, one of the top boutique design agencies on the West Coast. They designed the branding for this entire vineyard, including tonight's menu, the invitations, even the custom wine labels you're drinking from right now. I hired them because Ethan begged me to give his brother a chance. Turns out, Marcus didn't need the chance. He was already miles ahead." Gasps, heads swiveling. My father's face went gray. Sophia looked directly at him. "You told Marcus he'd never amount to anything. But this wedding, the one you're so proud of, only happened the way it did because of the son you threw away. We're grateful he's here, and we're even more grateful he never stopped loving his family, even when they stopped loving him back." Silence. Thick, suffocating silence. My father sat down slowly, like the air had left him. For the first time in my life, he didn't have a comeback. Ethan crossed the room, pulled me into a hug so tight I could barely breathe. "I love you," he whispered. "I'm sorry it took this long to say it out loud." I didn't feel triumphant. I didn't feel like I'd won. I felt quiet, like a door that had been locked for 12 years had finally swung open, and I didn't need to walk through it anymore. Because the truth was simple. I'd built a life strong enough that their rejection couldn't break it. 12 years ago, they told me to leave. That night, I finally let them go. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more.